So hello and welcome back to my channel. It's been a little while since I've done a reading, but I was always planning on doing one for the full moon, and it has snuck up on us. The moon will be full on Friday, and it's also a partial lunar eclipse, I believe. And I do feel as though it is the first of three, right? So I feel like we're entering an eclipse season, and this is the first. So eclipse seasons are always incredibly powerful things. They bring things into our lives and take things away on quite a permanent basis. So they represent really gigantic shifts. And I do feel like that's going to be the title of this reading, is that things are shifting. I know that this full moon is in Taurus, and this is represented by the Hierophant card in Tarot. That's a card of real solidity, a card of real institution and real establishment. And I'm feeling the energy today in a way that this card is also representing a real hard and deep shift. So I will try and explain the energy that I'm feeling, because I'm not sure if that made much sense. This energy of Taurus. Taurus can be an energy that we sometimes see as quite stubborn. It's very fixed, right? The Hierophant is very fixed. The tarot card that Taurus represents, right? Very fixed. Represents kind of like tradition sometimes, tradition that is unchanging, tradition that can be stifling, tradition that can be suffocating. So at this time, there is a big change that's wanting to happen. Now, either the change itself may be felt as quite stifling and suffocating, or the resistance to the change is going to feel as such, because I do feel like for some of you out there, there is resistance to change. And for some of you out there, there is an acceptance of change, or the change that is to come, and an understanding that this change is going to be felt on a very deep level. This feels like a very significant reading. And I didn't actually really plan to, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do somewhat of a pick a card. So at this point, I'm going to ask you to pick pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, or pile 4. And I will use each set of cards in order to bring forward kind of 4 readings in this one reading about what this full moon will mean for us. So take your time to pick pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4. And I'm going to get reading because I feel as though these energies need anchoring, and I feel like the card will anchor. So if we start off with pile 1, which is the Angel Tarot deck by Radley Valentine, I'm going to pick 3 cards from this deck for all of you who chose pile 1. Pile 1, what do we need to see about this full moon in Taurus? Pile 1, full moon in Taurus, what do we need to see? Pile 1, full moon in Taurus, what do we need to see? For all those who've chosen pile 1, what do we need to see for this full moon in Taurus? Pile 1, what do we need to see for this full moon in Taurus? Pile 1, what do we need to see for this full moon in Taurus? pile 1. What do we need to see for this full moon in Taurus? So, for those of you who have pulled a pile 1, it feels very strongly that this shift that's in the air right now is going to be felt in the area of your relationships. So the first card we have here is the 9 of Air, 9 of Swords in traditional tarot, expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, sleepless nights. This is teamed with the 2 of Water, the 2 of Cups in traditional tarot, a relationship that continues to grow close, forgiveness, the positive resolution of a conflict. And the Ace of Fire, Ace of Wands in traditional tarot, an exciting new opportunity, career advancements, change your life now. So this Ace of Fire is really, highlighting that energy of a massive shift coming up, right? But this massive shift is causing you quite a bit of distress. I feel as though something that you have been thinking a lot about in your relationships is coming to a head under this full moon. You may have decided that it's time to make a decision to leave someone. You may have decided that it's time to make a decision to move forward with someone. But there's some resistance inside of you about whether to move forward or about whether to leave. I also feel the energy of a decision here. You may be at kind of, what's that point? You're kind of at a, I don't know why I'm finding it hard to get the word. You're at a ultimatum, right? So I feel as though you're at this point of, should I stay or should I go? That's what this feels like. Should I stay or should I go? And you're being urged that whatever it is you decide, once you've made that decision, you're going to open up a whole brand new direction for yourself. So this lunar eclipse is serving as a portal for you into a new world when it comes to relationships. So that may be furthering a connection between you and another, or that may be leaving a connection and moving on to a new connection. So those of you that have pulled pile 1, you're at a point where you need to make a decision, okay? And I feel what's going to help you to make this decision is to weigh up what your heart wants versus what your head wants. I do feel like you're going to need to weigh things up and you're going to need to really take your time to decide what you want. It may feel as though epiphanies come out of the blue over these next few days and this weekend, but please try not to be rash when it comes to making your decisions. Please allow yourself to feel your feelings. So, consider how you would feel if you chose A, consider how you would feel if you chose B, because ultimately we want you to feel safe, secure, loved and stable. So try to make your decision in keeping with that, okay? But this full moon is definitely bringing up some relationship issues to the forefront. This is the time to make a move and the time to make a decision. But just allow yourself to feel in what the right decision is for you. Okay, I hope that helps. I hope that makes sense. I'm going to start on pile 2. So pile 2, we have the Work Your Light deck by Rebecca Campbell. And we are looking at what the most important thing is that we need to see under this full moon in Taurus for you. All you people who chose pile 2, what do you need to see under this moon in Taurus? For those of you who pulled pile 2, this moon in Taurus for pile 2, what do we need to see for this moon in Taurus, full moon in Taurus, pile 2, full moon in Taurus, pile 2. Full moon in Taurus, pile 2. Okay, pile 2. We have the Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. We have answered the call. What is your soul calling you to do? And we have Dance with Life. Do something to change your energy. Okay, pile number 2. I feel as though your intuition has already been speaking to you about what this full moon is going to bring to the forefront for you. There is a challenge ahead of you, perhaps a new direction, something that calls you to take quite a big risk in terms of your life direction. And you're being asked to engage with this risk, to know that your growth and your evolution lies in taking part in this risk and allowing yourself to dance with life, okay? I don't feel like we can know how this risk is going to turn out, and I don't think that necessarily matters. I think what's most important with this new direction you're being called to is that you take it and that you engage with it and that you allow it to mold and shape you in the way that it wants to mold and shape you. Have no fear, you've actually been training for this for lifetimes, which says to me that this may be something that you brought into this life in order to experience, okay? So your soul really wants to experience whatever path this is that is opening out in front of you. Your soul wants you to experience this, and you're being asked to go with it, you're being asked to engage with it, and you're being asked to take a risk on it, even though you don't know where it's going to land, okay, pile 2? So your reading kind of rushed out of me. But you will know what I'm talking about. Your intuition will be flagging up to you that there is a path that has opened up to you. You may be feeling some trepidation about stepping forwards onto this path, worrying and wondering if it's actually the right thing for you. And I want to say that the path is the right thing for you, simply for the fact that your soul wants you to step onto the path, okay? I don't know where the path's going to lead. You can't know at this point, but the point is that the journey is going to be worth it. What you learn about yourself through stepping onto this path is what makes this path worth it. Okay, pile 2. I hope that makes sense. Take care. So I'm going to move on to pile 3. Pile 3, you're going to have 3 cards still, but you're going to have 2 cards from the tarot and then 1 angel answers card. So let's pull the 2 tarot cards first. So we'll just pile 3. Need to see most about this full moon in Taurus. We'll just pile 3. Need to see most about this full moon in Taurus. There's our 2 tarot cards, and I'm going to pull an angel answers card for your 3rd card. Pile 3. Or just pile 3. Need to see most about this full moon in Taurus. These cards are flying. Pile 3. Full moon Taurus. And I think we're going for, no we're not. Pile 3, full moon Taurus. Here we go. Okay, pile 3. So under this full moon in Taurus, this partial lunar eclipse, we have the 10 of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and the Peaceful Resolution card. Okay, there's something long-standing in your life that hasn't been resolved. There is some kind of conflict that has happened that put you in a waiting stage for a really long time. This can be with somebody that you were in a relationship with for a long time, somebody that you wanted to be in a relationship with for a long time, so somebody that you were married to, somebody that you wanted to be married to, somebody you were in a long-term relationship with, a family member, a long-term friend. There is some kind of situation that is long-standing that was full of the kind of conflict that made you have to wait. Okay, maybe there was an argument and you didn't get a chance to talk it through. Maybe this person blocked you, maybe this person walked away and you haven't seen them in a really long time, and it's been in a continual state of limbo for many months and potentially years. I feel like this is anywhere from 10 months onwards, okay, that you've been waiting for a resolution to this. And we have peaceful resolution showing up here. So either you get the chance to finally have this conversation, or you reach a level of peace within yourself regarding this issue. But this full moon, that's the shift that's coming in for you. The shift that's coming in for you is that you're going to be able to leave this situation behind, and you're going to be able to move forward into a much more abundant place. So that's beautiful energy, pile 3. I'm sure you're looking forward to being able to put this behind you, and I'm sure you know what it is that I'm talking about. So try and enjoy this new flood of energy that's coming in for you over this next month or so. Okay, thank you, pile 3. And finally, we have pile 4. So we're using the Sacred Oracle Rebel, pile 4. That candle smells like chocolate, by the way. Smells like caramel of some kind. So pile 4, what do we need to see for this full moon eclipse, Taurus? Okay, we're taking these two. Final one. This one? Yes. I've not seen that card in this deck before. Okay. The perfection of your life is the first card. She feels, she knows is the second card. And seeing the true you is the third card. That's really a beautiful card. So pile 4. I feel as though this full moon is helping you to see the bigger picture of your life. I feel as though you've already been through quite a lot of changes, and this full moon is not coming in to herald many more. What it's coming in to do is reveal to you how much you've changed and how much you've grown because of all of the challenges and situations that you have faced over the last year or so, perhaps since the last eclipse season. I feel as though you've become very grounded in who you are. You know who you are. You've transformed to a really wise and knowing place. A place where you're able to face whatever life brings to you really solidly and really strongly. So this full moon, lunar eclipse, is showing you your strength, pile 4. It's showing you your strength and your beauty. And you're beginning to get to a place where you can see why what's happened in your life has happened. A place where you can take the wisdom from what's happened and move forward. Okay, that was short but sweet for you, pile 4. I feel like your pictures are incredibly vivid. And I feel as though the words I've just said will really soothe your soul if pile 4 was for you. I feel like you'll just know. Wowzers. So thank you for being here for this video. Thank you if you've watched all of 4 piles. This is the first time I've done something like this, a pick a card. I really hope that you liked it. I really hope that you weather these full moon eclipse energies, which are very powerful, which are going to feel like a massive shift for most of us. And I hope that you are able to ground yourself through these energies, and that you can come out the other side ready to see what life has in store for you. And I'll be back with more readings soon. Take care and much love. Bye.